Hello everyone and welcome to the final draft of Dominaria United on this channel. Well, at least maybe in some distant future it might come back in some form or another, but of course the next draft video will be Brothers War, and now we'll try to make a very good deck to say farewell to Dominaria United, which in the end has proven to be a quite interesting draft format. Not my top, top three, maybe not in among draft sets, but definitely not. But it's still better than average. All right, I'll take the Knight of Dawn's Light here. Just a fantastic 2-drop. Nothing wrong with that pick. This pack is, not even that amazing, but this card is amazing. So let's take the best card. Now there's a mythic rare which is 3 different colors that I don't have shared by the first pick I made here. Now this is still a good card. Getting to cast this triple caster in this format is not hard. Not hard at all. And of course when it is pick number 2 you should pick the best card, not necessarily something that goes always with your first pick, because there's nothing that is very good. Now to be fair, this card isn't like the craziest card there is, but it is still definitely a good one. But what would I pick here if I don't take that? These blue cards are not that amazing. Griffin Protector is like good. You could maybe make a case for Griffin Protector. Maybe even like a bite down, but it's pretty early for a bite down for something with go white and take the heroic charge. I think I'll just take this thing and that gives me an option to play, something maybe like a green based. Could be a domain deck, for instance. Alright, well, Rata Drabik isn't good. At least not in limited. So that's not the pick. But what is the pick? I see a couple of ways this draft could go. I could just take something like Benalis Fatebonder, pick a white card to go with the knight, or take like a Sojourner here to go with Domain. I think those are the options here. I'm not sure if I want to force Domain. It's the last draft of the format, so I guess it could be fitting, but I don't know. I guess I'll just take the 2-drop here. I could take the Sentry that was auto-suggesting there. It's fine in most green decks, but if I play green, I most likely want to play the Soul of Wind Grace, and it's already a 4-drop, so I don't want to, pick 4-drops, too heavily. If that would be the case. Now here, I'm not taking another Fatebinder. I don't think it's not really that good. It's fine, but not amazing. The Rootfalla, Badger. This is actually quite hard because these packs aren't that great. I'm not really sure if anything goes too well with the Windgrace. Well, the Rootfall I guess goes. Or it's something like a Steel Crusher and try to make a red-white deck. I'm gonna take the Rootfall. Keep options open for both the base white and the green-based domain decks. Alright, so I see a lot of these key to amplifiers, but I don't see a lot of blue cards, so blue-red might not be that open. And of course this is not so great when you can't get to kick it. This is not amazing, not a reason to go blue-white. I think I would take the Stall for Time over the Sten here if I was taking a blue-white card. Prodigy, Badger. Badger would work with the green line. Yeah, I'll take the Badger. So blue-white could be the archetype, although this is not the greatest card of these uncommon cycle or double cycle of these 2-color uncommon legends. It's okay, but it's not amazing. I think out of these options, Bone Splinters and Take Up the Shield are both more interesting than the Tura Kennerud. Yeah, I don't know about the green stuff yet. I'm gonna take Up the Shield. These are not gonna go to the same deck, or it's quite unlikely that all these cards would be going to the same deck. Alright, now I see a couple of red cards in here. Could be a white-red. Writing Necromancer is good, but I haven't like nothing black here. I think this is another Urk. I've seen one of these go already. I'm gonna take the Kavu though. I had a black and white deck in the previous video, so maybe I'm not gonna take that now. I'm gonna take the Kavu. I like it as a good aggressive card with the menace and pump ability. I can take the Sacred Peaks now because Bone Splinters, I kind of chose to not draft black and white now again, so I'm gonna take the Sacred Peaks to go with the Flowstone Kavu. It seems like white-red might be, you know, fairly open here, and then I'm getting a white and black land here too. I could have gone that route. Here I'm gonna take the Citizen's Arrest, and here I'm going to take a Heroic Charge. Could take the Joint Forces, but I like this a little bit more, maybe. Alright, let's do it. Well, I'll take the black card now, just in case I'm gonna end up in black after all. I kind of wanted to maybe be white-red there, but let's see what pack 2 gives me. This definitely didn't start well, this draft. I mean, I didn't really get to see what is gonna be open here. And now I get these good blue cards here. Not the rare, this rare is quite bad actually. Very hard to get good value out of this thing. But of course Frost Feast Strider is great, and the Terror is good in the decks, you know, where you can make it cheap. Nothing for white-red though here. So if I just moved up to blue-white, I guess I had some. Yeah, the Kennerud is not that amazing, I guess, but is this too late to move to blue-white? Because this pack, yeah, it has another Citizen's Arrest, but I don't like this card like that much. I'm not too big fan of the card. And I'm not going to force white-red with, you know, Flowstone Kavu being my only red card here. I'm gonna take the best card in the pack, and it's the Strider. If it's blue-white, then it's blue-white. Joda. Alright, not gonna be that. Well, there's nothing for blue-white here. I guess there's a Captain's Call. There's another Rootfall if I really want to, or maybe even the Urberg Repossession if I want to go with the domain nonsense, but I don't really want to fight over the lands, so I would have gone the Soul of Windgrace route if I got some domain payoffs or something like that, but since I got pretty much none of that, I'm not really gonna do the green deck here. Captain's Call, because I have a Heroic Charge. That seems like the most sense-making thing, I guess. Now there's a Battle Hymn. Now that's a reason to be red. Because I was thinking about moving to black and white after all, but now that there's a Battle Hymn, I'm gonna take this. And the Strider was just a one-off thing. I don't think I'm gonna move to blue here, although there is a Runic Shot, but I guess with the Battle Hymn I could maybe just try to focus on the white-red deck. It's an archetype that works pretty well here, and I can take a Griffin Protector here. It's pretty good actually with the Captain's Call. So let's take it. And that's almost locked to white-red. Flowstone Infusion. Easy pick, nothing much else there for me. Yeah, definitely deck doesn't seem amazing, but it's, you know, it's good enough for now. And here there's a Phalanx. Oh, I want all these 3 cards. I cannot take all of them. I think with the Protector and the Heroic Charge, I like the things that make me 2 creatures. So not the Phalanx, but is it gonna be the 2-drop or the Cavalier? I like the Cavalier maybe slightly more. Because it can, you know, attack without getting help from any other cards, because 2/1/1s are of course not so great by themselves. Alright, so Stalfo time, Geyser, yeah, these are good cards, but and the Rager and Necromancer, of course, I'm gonna still pass them. I don't care about the Thrill of Possibility. I'll take the Stalfo time. No, I might play it, but probably don't. Rager again. This is mad. Alright, so yeah, I could have been white, black if it wasn't for the Battle Hymn, I think I would have been white-black here. There's actually 2 good cards for that archetype. I'm gonna take the Librarian here. It's the card I'm gonna play here. Here I can take the 2-drop. I don't like the sleeper when I can't kick it. I guess I could have taken the red-black common land to make, you know, black kickers a possibility, but too late now. The Librarian is easily cut, but it's also not too embarrassing of a 3-drop. The Scry 2 helps a lot to make a 3-mana 3/2 worth playing. Join Forces Heroic Charge. Alright, so this is a best of 3 draft, so Smash to Dust can work as a sideboard option. Against the Defender deck, kill all the flyers with the last option. But I think I'm gonna go all in with the Heroic Charge here, not with the other pump of option. Goblin Picker, fine. I need 2 drops in this archetype. You definitely need to. You always want to have a turn to play. Okay, I'm gonna take the uncommon, but Colossal Growth as last pick is quite funny. It's a pretty good card. Alright, so white and red, anything good? No. Why would there be? I guess it has to be the Citizen's Arrest. How many creatures I have? 8 only. Well, there's a Captain's Call, which is, you know, creatures, but I mean, there's just nothing for me. Cult Conscript would be fantastic, or the Bone Splinters, or the Soul Tender for the white-black deck that I could have drafted. But I didn't draft it because my previous deck was white-black. So, yeah, let's take the removal. Lightning Strike. I wouldn't mind having the Sacred Peaks number 2, but Lightning Strike is of course very good reason to be in red. I have actually quite a few removal spells here. That is now, well, basically, well, let's see later on. Here I could now take the Phalanx over the Fate Ponder. Yeah, I will do that. But okay. Flowstone Kavu. Oh, there's a Cleaving Skyrider. Well, that is the pick. I hope I get the Kavu or the Steel Crusher back. But this is really nice because when you kick this, that can be game winning or very good. You know, 2 for 1. You kill a creature for free. Yep. But yeah, the amount of removal is, well, it doesn't allow me to count them because it's gonna give me other options. The strike team is of course one of the reasons to be white-red in this format. Okay, come on. Removal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. But I have a double mass pump spell here in the Heroic Charge, so I do need to have a lot of creatures here. And here I will take the Balduin Berserker over the Goblin Picker, I think. I still need some early plays, but the Berserker, it can be quite nasty for the opponent to deal with. Vanguard. Well, I'm not splashing anything that has a kicker for blue. I'm not playing the style for time in this deck, so I'm gonna take the Vanguard here for now. Might play it over the Librarian actually, because I might benefit from the activation. I have some tokens here. Okay, so there is an Aster Barrier of Blades, which, you know, does nothing than being a 4-mana 4/4. I actually prefer the Phalanx in here. It can be a 4-mana 4/4 Vigilance, sometimes cost even less. Sometimes of course more, but I prefer this. And here just doesn't matter really. That is now 23 spells. Okay, I got the Sacred Peak, so this helps with the double casters that I have a few of. Smash to Dust for the sideboard. This might be the deck. There's not much stuff in here. I hope the main deck doesn't have any nonsense here. I would want to have more 2-drops. I guess I have a high amount of 3-drops, but Yeah, I would prefer having one 2-drop. Any playable 2-drop would be great, but I don't know if that's gonna happen. There are only 2 more packs left to see here. Yep, that's a 2-drop, but not in my colors, and that doesn't work either. So I guess that's the 23. Okay, that is 40 cards with 17 lands. And the only question is, am I going to main deck stall for time over something else? And I think the answer is no. I will play the librarian. Yeah, the amount of 3 mana creatures is maybe like a... Yeah, well, I guess this is a 5-drop most of the time, ideally. And this, can be a 6-drop. So yeah, I guess. But I definitely would want to have something like an automatic librarian or the charismatic vanguard actually to be 2 mana plays, because now that's only 1, 2, 3, 4 creatures at 2. A couple of early removal spells though, which helps me curve out, but I said during the draft that this kind of deck really wants to play creatures starting on turn 2, but well, late in the draft I would have picked 2-drop creatures if I saw them. I didn't, so this is what we have, and I think the 8-7 split of the lands is fine. So this is 14 white, 8 red, and then of course double caster white card. So I could even consider 9-6 with the sacred peaks, because if it's 9-6 I still have 8 red sources. I think that is what I'm gonna do here. So this is still 8 red sources, enough to play these things early in the game. I have nothing that is double caster red, and I have multiple double caster white cards. So this is 11 white sources. That is the way to go. So this is the main deck. So I definitely would have wanted to have a little bit better deck for the final draft of this format. But then again, in my previous draft I had a very good deck, but didn't have very good matches with it. But maybe this is the opposite. This hand is not amazing, but I'm still keeping it because the captain's call with these phalanxes is really good. And of course, I was lucky enough to draw my 2-drop here. And of course I won't be killing this guy because, well, first of all it just comes back and my 1-3 is also able to block it. If they have a 2-drop I can deal with that, yes. I will deal with that. They land. This is dead. Can't save it, they can make it into a 2-2, that doesn't help. Right, so land wasn't bad because I wanted to have my 4th land for the captain's call. Now I might miss out a play on the next turn. But at least I won't miss out my turn 4 play unless I have to discard cards. Okay, that means a lightning strike, it's fine. Oh, that is nice. I can play it, and of course I'm not gonna wait until I kick it, I'll just play it, then the captain's call. Then the phalanx. Now they are thinking about whether to attack or not. Pretty easy to attack with these things because it is going to be able to come back at some point. So next turn I can have 2 phalanxes. That's the reason I kept this hand without giving it much more thought, because with the call you can get double casting up the phalanxes. Wall each mills them, they get getting expensive. It's just a 3-3, of course I still cannot attack into them. Oh, but I can cast, because I do have 3 planes, I can cast every card from my hand now. Because if they get to have something expensive on their graveyard, I don't have attacks in the ground, but I might draw one of my mass pump effects. This can only block 1 creature, and this can be pumped into a currently into a 4/4 first striker. Oh, Necromass, the total trump for the phalanxes. Alright. This is very sad. Now I can make this thing into a 5/5 first striker, but you know what the problem is? They double block with the Wall Leech and the Necromass. Necromass dies to... Well, I guess I mean, if I yeah, if I put the Necromas as the first blocker in the queue, then this will die to the first strike, and then this will be a 7/7 to kill the Knight of Dawnlight. But I might just choose to, you know, trade with the Wall Leech. Yeah, if they block with the Wall Leech, I will just trade with it, because it's gonna be a problem anyway, so. Oh, they jump with the Cult Conscript, that's no big deal. So I have two, of course, mass pump effects. If I draw them, I can win with them. But other than, oh, and they even have a what is random tributary gives them a random Soaring Drake. I mean, now I can't attack with the Skyrider, which is very annoying. Yeah, so these phalanxes do nothing. This is not really my how I figured this would go. Alright, so if I attack with the Knight of Dawn's Light, I don't mind trading with the Wall Leech, that's fine. I of course do have a removal in the deck, so I might find some of that too. If they block with the Splatter Goblin, no problem. This is a 5/5 first striker. Is there any... If they block with the Soaring Drake, no, I can just do this. They don't even have mana to bring back the Cult Conscript there. So they can kill one of my 1/1s. Sure. I should play this. I don't have a Thrill of Possibility. If I draw another land, I can, you know, threaten an additional pump there, so it's, I guess, worth it. I mean, worth giving them full information that I have nothing in my hand. It's gonna be bounced. Sure. Unless they don't have attacks. So it is a blue. Blue also is in their deck. I mean, I understand splashing something like Tolaran Geyser. Soaring Drake. They're gonna sack me. They sack that thing. Okay, and I just draw a land here. Imagine if I drew a Citizen's Arrest right now. Well, I guess I shouldn't have played the land after all. They're gonna get this back and they're gonna kick it. Well, without Citizen's Arrest I can't do anything, so I'll just wait. Man, the Necromancer is so good here. Of course, you know, just drawing the mass pump effect might just be game winning. I mean, if I drew it there. So I had two of them, two Citizen's Arrest, at least 4 very good outs. A Lightning Strike to deal with the Soaring Drake. 5, you know, 4 very good outs, and 1 that at least lets me progress in the game. But this will start getting pretty nasty if I don't draw some of the stuff that actually help me attack here, because I'm not convinced I'm the favorite to win the late game. They get to mill another 4, I guess. Yes. If anything expensive gets milled, that's gonna be a huge creature. Oh, they didn't mill. Okay, well, there is a Citizen's Arrest. Sadly, I would have preferred it a little bit earlier, but let's now do this, of course. Get rid of these and attack with phalanx. They can double block one of them, but and then they can get back the Cult Conscript. That's probably why they did. Probably why they did not kick the Wall Leech so that they have the 2 mana up. Now the question is, do I want to make room for my Cleaving Skyrider here? Or make sure I don't have to worry about a massive Wall Leech? Hopefully they don't have other ways to... I don't want to have the Wall Leech there. It's just a matter of time when it's gonna become bigger. I still can attack with this phalanx, which might get, you know, double blocked by the conscript, and then Drake, but then I get rid of the Drake. Now the thing is that there's no massive Wall Leech to worry about. Okay. Again, I need some of my stuff. Yeah, they have have better stuff going on than me. Alright, Sacred Peaks, exactly. Fantastic. Yeah, the one citizen's arrest wasn't enough. Right. Well. Okay. I can say that I'm not here anymore, but I still have my mass pumps. Or, you know, could have them maybe. It's funny how the one soaring drake actually messes up things so badly. I guess I should have killed this drake instead of the warlords now. Yep, well, okay, I guess I can see what... No, if I draw the mass pump, then it's no longer gonna help. They're gonna kill the skydiver here, and then I have no outs here to... It's just... They can just beat me with that stuff. Let's see what I draw though. Yeah, this is... I mean, I guess like one turn too late. That doesn't do anything. Even if they don't block, they are not gonna drop to one. Alright, so... I don't know, let's just draw better, I guess. My sideboard has very few, you know, reasons to, cards to bring in. I guess against the defender deck could bring the red sorcery, but not much else. Okay then, that is good. Oh, I had to battle him here too. So there was a lot of cards I could have drawn instead of the lands in the previous game. The opponent actually mulligan now. Let's see if that makes any difference. I can play the Vanguard, then I have to take up the shield. Okay, that's good one, especially with the Vanguard and the Heroic Charge. Impulse, no SS Scatter though. Position to threaten lethal. This is 9 damage when I use this charge with all these guys. Get that back. I guess I'm gonna citizens arrest that thing then. Don't have mana to... This can sack itself too, so I guess I'm gonna just do it now. I needed one more mana to be able to also play it. At least I get to deal 3 this way. So Canary, yeah, I kind of forgot this. Maybe, you know, I get it myself. They can deal 3 damage to up to 1. Okay. One other target creature or planeswalker, so I'm not gonna give them the Night of Dawn's Light yet. Plus, if I play the Knight, this would be a 2-mana spell, but then I still wouldn't have mana up for the Take Up the Shield. It's better to play the Phalanx here and leave mana up for the Take Up the Shield. If they want to pick up one of my 1/1s, that's, you know, be my guest. I guess I kind of wasted a couple of removal spells on the Gibbering Barricade, but the Barricade is a problematic card. So I'm gonna hope that they don't have a Bone Splinters for the Soul Kanar, so that they must give it to me, and then I try to win that way. Okay, so maybe I'll just do this. That's fine. Now this thing has death touch. Okay. So I can deal a lot of damage, but it's not enough damage. think I'm still gonna go for it. Oh, I love that block. That is fantastic. Don't do it anymore. Oh yeah, I mean, I didn't understand. No, they're gonna change it. They should block the phalanx with the Death Toucher, obviously. But they did not. This is fantastic. I mean, do I even need to trample anymore? Because I can now play the Knight of Dawn's Light. Because the trample is only going to give me 2 extra damage. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. Because I'd rather have these on the battlefield than having 4 life instead of 6. Yeah, I didn't expect them to know. Maybe they forgot that this evolved sleeper had a death touch, because I think phalanx should have been an obvious block for the sleeper there. Are they gonna use the soul tender? That's gonna take 5 of their mana. That leaves them at 3 mana. They need to block a bunch of this stuff though. They can't. Any of these that they have in the graveyard is not enough. They can cast a 3-drop. Yeah, I don't think. I mean, of course, if they are holding like a land, their soul tender is the only play they have, but that's not going to help them because, of course, I have a lethal attack in here. The Knight of Dawn's Light threatens to be a 5/5 with the 1/1 no splinters on there. Well, I mean, that's just exactly enough. Right, so Soul Canar. That is annoying. I have a bunch of removal though. Smash to Dust, Hammer Hand, Stall for Time. I don't think those are really cards I care about too much. I mean, I would have to cut something, and I'm not willing to cut anything. I want to keep my creatures so that my mass pump effects are still relevant. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep the same deck. I don't expect to be sideboarding much in here. I barely got the playables for the main deck. Okay, that's a fine starting hand. I even hit by 2 PM. Need like 1 land to play most of the stuff. That can be killed. Battle him. That's the 1 land. They have the 3 colors already. So how to do it? I have options here. I think I can take the 4 in here. Sadly, I miss out on attack here, but I don't really see a world where I'm gonna use removal on the Soden Drake. It's mostly about either taking the Librarian. I think I want to scry into lands, so let's do that. The Vanguard is kinda unnecessary here, so let's not keep that, but Blaze is good. So next turn I will have a... Okay, so they don't actually have an attack with the knife. They have a double block, they only trade with 1, which would be great for me. Now... Guess I'll attack. trade in there, which is unfortunate. I know I could use the heroic charge, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna use the heroic charge once I have all these creatures from the, from this Cavalier and the Eldritch Strike team. Then the heroic charge will be a high impact card. Okay, they have like multiple of these Knight of Dusk Sevens. They have cards. Okay, that's good. So, if I attack with everything, they can pick off one of my 1/1s. So if I only attack with these guys. So list with this guy. Then they can't pick off anything for free. And all creatures matter really. All creatures matter a lot now because of the heroic charge I have in here. So they can take 5 or also trade with the Knight of Dusk Shadow. I have these removal spells, the heroic charge. Yeah, this is good stuff. So they go to 12 now. I don't worry about their counterattacks. I don't think they're in a position to start attacking. They know to expect the heroic charge. They saw it in the previous game. As can be arrested. And ideally I just draw an untapped land so I can also play the battle hymn here. Are they going to attack? Only with the flyer, so. Or I can just draw a 2-drop as well. Either an untapped land or a 2-drop would be fantastic. Getting the double spell. So they have something in the graveyard that they're gonna pick. They have like an Urborg repossession for a Phyrexian Rager or the Knight here, I guess. Can't really see what else can it be. They are looking at their graveyard. That's also gonna gain them some life. That is fine. They don't have the mana to use the conscript. So I guess I can. I'm gonna just do it like this now. They will trade with the strike team, I guess, and take 5. Other option is to just attack with the 1/1s. Because these guys will have trample. So maybe it is better to... that's interesting. Either I attack only with the 1/1s or I attack with the entire team. If I attack with the team, they go to 9, I lose my strike team. That's gonna be better still. Yep. I don't know why would they play the Impulse after the Goblin, but whatever suits their needs. Alright, so the Griffin Protector also quite good, but... so if they have nothing, they have only one card in their hand, it's the one they got with the Impulse maybe. Yeah, it is. So I have what, 9, I have a 13 power of trample. They have only 4 toughness, so this should be lethal then. Okay, let's see. That's exact. Alright. first, and the hand is nice. I don't have a 2-mana creature, but I have the infusion which I can use to deal with their potential 2-drop. Librarian. This will be kickable because I'm already at 4 lands. Yep. I want to keep them both. That means I won't be kicking this strike team right away, but I want to play them. The heroic charge is important, but I also want to have a play on the next turn with the Berserker, so I'll just do that. Okay, so nothing yet. Interesting. They do need to play some stuff. I guess they have just a very... Okay, I don't know what's going on, but... It is so tempting to actually just... I mean, it is actually tempting to just do this now, because they have nothing, so I'm gonna go with this face power creature, because this is also 3 damage to face, and I can use the heroic charge and next time. I guess, I mean... maybe they are not red-green, maybe they have some other color and they kept a hand with no playable spells. Because if they were a red-green deck, they should be like something that costs up to 4 mana. So I have obviously no information about sideboarding, so I'm gonna keep the same deck here. So I saw 3 forests and 1 mountain. They kept 7, I will keep 7 as well, because I have only 2 lands, but I do have 3 spells I can cast, so they have also black in the deck. Good to know. Let's play the knight. The infusion is good in dealing with the swamp, but of course the knight has first strike. But let's see if they have removal for it or not. And I even drew my land here, which is important. They didn't get a third land though. Oh, they also have a deck with a lot more than 40 cards, because they still have 41 left in there. Okay. Anyway. Do I want to just play the Berserker here, I guess? I'm gonna play the Berserker for now. Because I'm not sure if I want to scry into lands even, because all my cards in my hand are castable, so why would I keep lands on the top? I want to first see what I draw, and then I have better information about scrying. Plus the librarian might just, trade with the Vivisector anyway. So that's not really very useful. And now... well, I guess I'll just attack for 3 with the Berserker. And then I can play the... I guess I'm gonna play the Picker actually. So let's do something. I'm gonna put a stop in here because I can still pump this in response to the enlist resolving. So let's enlist this guy. And I'm gonna pump this because I'm gonna play the Goblin Picker instead, because I have only 1 mountain here. So I wanna play my red spells here. And this way I can get the maximum value out of this attack. And I still have the infusion here if they have a trick of some kind. White. So I saw forests and mountains, and now in the game 1 where they played no spells, now I see swamp and plains. So that explains why in the game 1 things happened the way they did. Play the light card. Okay, I guess something I can deal with at some point. Now. I'm most likely going to play... Well, I'm not even sure. Maybe I should just trade the picker without caring about anything. I wouldn't mind having the Flowstone Kavu. The other option is to use the Infusion here and play the Librarian. Oh, I have a better idea. I can do it, of course, like this. I don't have to attack with the picker because I can enlist. This is the way to go. Now, if they want to trade with the Berserker, they are gonna lose both of their creatures. And the first striker they cannot deal with. So they are either taking 5 here or losing both of their creatures, because this has, you know, this has the death trigger that it's gonna deal 3 damage to any target now. And then I will just play the Flowstone Kavu, I think. They get to scry now, and then they get to scry another time, and of course they will get to scry with the... Yeah, they get a lot of scries, that's for sure. But I have the Citizen's Arrest waiting for them. Once it has picked, you know, 4 counters, is it 4 that it? So at 4, it has 4 or more, it's a creature. Yep, and then I can exile, because this requires a creature or planeswalker to exile. But I mean, they still lose 2 creatures before this is anything. And well, let's see what they can do with the 4 mana. Okay, well, they can split the picker, get another scry and another counter there. Do they have a 1 mana spell? They could have like an Urborg Repossession or a Gaia's Might, I guess. Okay, that's gonna be useful for sure. So this time I'm going to just deal some damage here, and then I'm gonna play Librarian. See what I'm about to draw. I mean, the trample in for the heroic charge is nice, but I would prefer to draw a mountain so I can double spell. Yeah, I'm gonna just not keep this at all. Plus, even if I kept... No, yeah, if I kept... Yeah, even if I keep them at top, I still wouldn't be able to trample on this next turn, because I would only draw the 5th land now. This requires 6 to be able to kick. Now, of course, I'm just winning here. I mean, opponent apparently didn't have anything, so I'm just winning without help of any further cards there. Okay, well, that was a pretty easy match. Opponent doing nothing in the game 1, and in the game 2 not really that much either. And I had good curve outs in both of them. So one final match in this entire set for me. So let's see if I can finish off with the trophy or not. I'm a bit bummed about my previous deck not doing very well, because I think it was a really good deck, but the matches were of course tough. Alright, so if I can draw my creatures, the Phalanx will be playable. I have the Infusion for early. I guess I'm gonna keep it, because I have a bunch of 2 and 3 mana creatures. That was one of the worst draws there could have been. Any spell is of course preferred. This is something I can't even deal with the Flowstone Infusion. Well, okay, that is not a creature, but it's something I can use to get rid of the Brawler, because they're gonna hit like 4 or 5 on, yeah, 4 on turn 3 here. They are on the play and they are attacking with the 4/3 trample turn 3. This Brawler is pretty good. Are you kidding me? I was hoping to get something out of the infusion. Yeah, okay. Hard mode engaged. Another brawler. That's a pretty good start for especially being on the play. And I only need one from full planes is missing. Right. I guess I can get, I mean, I have to of course be a little bit lucky here, so I have to go, okay, I can block the brawler with a take up the shield, and that they don't have a planes now. Okay, they don't have a planes. Then I hope they don't have a trick, because this is of course fantastic if this works. And it does seem to work. Okay. They still, you know, they don't get to draw a card, but they still get to do the thing with it. So they are quite likely to have a planes on the next turn, maybe. Can I, in the meanwhile, pressure them? I don't think. So I think I really need another removal spell. I have one citizen's arrest, and then I have the come on, what is it? What is it? The deal 4 damage thing there is. No counter spells, no anything. Okay, so they are missing plays, but now if they have a planes coming up, and whatever, they're gonna have something good here. Beast color is good. Sadly, if they have another creature, I don't have a spot to use the infusion here. Yeah, they get the best card to draw on the next turn from the top 4. Well, I guess after facing a double Nishoba Brawler start, no, forget about it. There's no. So I can play the Picker and the Phalanx. Maybe they will block, maybe not, I don't know. Let's see what they... I'm gonna want to have the Flowstone infusion here. I don't mind at all if they trade with the Tatiova or the Beast color here. But that just is just very nasty stuff now. So Picker into Phalanx. Or I could play both of these. The Menace guy is decent, but yeah, I guess I'll just do it like this. I do need to find my mass pump effects and probably a 6th land too. They're gonna drop a land now. They're gonna get a Tatiova token. Well, no, it's not a token, the land itself becomes a creature. So they're gonna hit for 5 in the air if they want to, but they are only at 10. Maybe they don't have a land, who knows, but then that means they have 2 spells. Not great either. Oh, that. This game is over. I mean, the Beast color game might also being there 2 mana play in the previous turn. Yeah, there is the heroic charge, but how can I beat them when they have so much life? Guess I'm gonna just attack here. I hope they make some bad blocks there. I think that is the best chance for me to try to win here. So they are taking now 4. I could make it into 6. No. This might be survive. Am I gonna... No, I'm not going to die if they have a land, because then if they put 2 counters on Nile, that's still going to be only 7 in the air if they have a land drop now. And the infusion means that if either of the phalanxes is going to go through, it's gonna be a lethal attack unless they gain life from some source. Okay, they get a land in the graveyard. There is no land in the graveyard, okay. They are gonna do that. Okay, okay. So there is a chance if they don't block a phalanx there, but they would have to jump block with them. Well, I mean, that's the best chance I have here. They don't block a phalanx here, but they do. Oh. They can discard a card to land to gain 3 life, but they would have played a land right. But this is my best chance here. I'm gonna lose to the Nile here anyway, so... Oh man. The opponent... They decided that they want to leave the Tatyova here. But the Nile, I guess, yeah, well, that block makes sense because I could have a removal spell on the Nile. So if they now jump block with the Tatyova there, and I kill the Nile, they don't have anything anymore. So I kind of understand they took the risk here. Right, so domain nonsense with double Nisova Prowler, which I was able to beat. I guess again the Heroic Charge is the card that won the game there. I would have had no chance, because of course the attack, when they blocked the way they did, and my both phalanxes survived. Well, that was fantastic. Right, so... I don't really know. Artifact Defender... No. I don't think I want to play stuff like a Hammer Hand. That is, you know, interesting. But maybe on the play. Stall for time though. But is there something I should not have? I guess one of the 3 drops like a Librarian or the Vanguard could be cut. Not the 2 drops, I need the curve plays. On curve plays. So stall for time, I could see that doing something here. But man, that 2 drops is so amazing. Double Nisova Prowler, Queering Beast Collar. I think I just need to get a little bit lucky, like I did get lucky in that game, which I just won. Well, that's a lot of removal and a mass pump effect with no creatures, but I'm keeping it because I have all the colors and I have answers on Nisova Prowlers. Even charge won't be happening anytime soon. Yep, that's one of the things going to immediately get dealt with. Maybe the infusion isn't that good if they have like no 2 toughness creatures. That's not great anytime soon. I could see maybe not playing the infusion and putting the stall for time in the deck, for instance, or maybe even the Hammer Hand. But let's see. I mean, I'm talking as if I'm gonna lose this game. I might even win this game, and then that's right. Land is fantastic. They have some tricks available, but I don't think it's gonna change what I'm doing here. Play the Griffin Protector and my own instant speed stuff in a later game. Plus, it would be a shame to sideboard out the Flowstone Infusion when I won the first game because of that. Sentry. So sadly, they're gonna get to 7 mana and well, maybe they'll block with the Sentry. That would be fantastic. Maybe I forgot it has reach. Whoops. No, that's not something they're gonna fall for. Okay. I'm gonna take a 2 for 1 here. I can't let it survive. I mean, they might have a way to save it, but then that's it. But they are at 6 lands now, so they're gonna get the taught you what trigger is happening. So hopefully this works. Alright. Then I can kill this guy. You know, get some life as well. I should do it maybe on this time because if they have a pump spell. Well, they don't because they would have saved Tativa, so there's no way. Unless they have a counter spell. I don't know. Let's just do this. This means I don't have mana up for the take up the shield, but I think the 4 life here is worth it. Now I'm just waiting for creatures for the heroic charge, I guess. That can be dealt with. Yep, let's play the creature first. I mean, I don't care if this gets some counters. It only keeps the counters away if it dies, and this is gonna exile it. So let's just arrest it, I guess. Don't know what the opponent is having in their hand. Maybe some other color cards, or maybe just lands. They could have like a Phyrexian Espionage there, so I think I should not play the land here. Because even if I draw a land... Well, no, that's not actually true, because if I draw a land, then I would have 8 mana. I could kick these and use the take out the shield. So let's hope they don't have a Phyrexian Espionage that they're gonna kick to make me discard a card. Well, guess I have to just hope that the take out the shield is gonna work. Willing to trade. I don't know what the 5 cards in their hand are. There must be... Well, that is one. I have a Citizen's Arrest in the deck. I also can't just go white here, you know. If I do creatures. But of course the 5 life there is quite nasty. Yeah, I don't suddenly like my chances at all. Okay, so they get some other... What were they missing? Oh yeah, they have a red card in their hand. Or multiple red cards in their hand, I guess. That is scary. Okay, so I have 4 plus 4 plus 4. I have 12 damage if I use all my spells. That's not enough. That is not enough. So I did, you know, flood out here and that now it's not letting me touch. But I mean, there was one, even if I used both of these in the previous turn, they would be at 3. So that was a little bit of a downer. So I guess the Flowstone Infusion is now something it can kill the Quirion Beast color, but that's pretty much the only thing. So I feel like either the Hammer Hand or the Stall for Time are gonna be the things. I never can kick this though, that is a bit sad. But I don't recall having played Hammer Hand at all. It could be interesting in a tight game. I have played with Stall for Time quite a bit. I'm gonna actually use the Hammer Hand here as a, you know, because this is the last game of this set I'm gonna play in limited, at least for, you know, long while. So let's use this card, which I don't think I have ever used. Or maybe I have sideboarded it in, but let's try to maybe win the game with that hammer hand. But yeah, of course the opponent's deck is pretty amazing. I mean, with the 2-drops and all that. But oh, don't do it like this. I mean, if I would draw a land here, I guess I can discard to draw. Because if I get any land, I can get to scry too. Fine. This could be fast, over fast. But I can dig into stuff. If I don't draw any land, I can just discard, you know, the Fate Ponder to try to find a land. And if it's a place, I could still play the Knight of Dawn's Light, so it's not the worst. Or maybe I just draw land right now. Hey, that's unfair. Oh, it's not the worst. It is a land which also produces white, so it's okay. Let's try to scry it. Alright, both of these are good. Do I need the mountain on the next? No, I can't double. I have two 2-drops, but sadly with only one white source I couldn't. So I guess just in case I'm gonna take the removal if I happen to need it. Because next turn I will have only one spell, regardless of me drawing the mountain or not. They have their colors now. Beast color. It can be. Yeah, I guess I'm going to kill it right away. Because I don't have the double white for the last. I don't know when I'm going to get it. I would have preferred to get the Flowstone cover there, but it is what it is. Plus, if they have the Mossberg Ancient, maybe I want to have the Arrest for that. But it seems like that every card they play, they are really problematic. I still can win with the heroic charge. Okay, I'm scared now that they are attacking here. I'm not gonna double block. They have 1-3 and they kill both of my guys. I'll take the 4 here. Hopefully they don't have like a outrider, because I could see that happening. I go to 8. Bone rattle, sure. Yep. Like I said, every card they play is highly impactful. It's really tough here. Yeah, it's over now. There's not much to do there. I can't cast even the Citizen's Arrest here. They have these 4/4s, they have this thing that keeps growing. I can play one creature that doesn't even block that well here with the board here. So that's basically game over. I needed to, you know, curve out very smoothly to beat this kind of a good domain deck. Every card they played is high impact. Anyway, this deck wasn't quite good. So 2-1 result is something I'm happy to have here, and this was also the final draft of Dominaria United. And Brothers War will be releasing on Tuesday, and for my time zone the release will happen like at evening, and after if the downtime only lasts like 3 hours, I might have time to record one draft before I go to sleep. So maybe on Wednesday there will be a video, or if not on Wednesday, then at least on Thursday, about Brothers War, that is. And that's it. I think the Dominaria United, I like the fact that you know, you could go crazy with the multiple colors and even the domain stuff, but you also had a lot of these decent 2-color archetypes. I did prefer to usually stick to 2 colors unless I really get very good payoffs. And of course there's like you can have like 3 colors, you can splash and all that, have the off-color kicker costs. A really interesting draft format. I do say that I got a little bit sick on the domain stuff in this event as well. The last match, I was playing against creatures that 5 mana 4/4 deal 5/4 to the opponent when it ETBs. That's not really a creature that you usually see at common. And yeah, it does require investing to the domain, but with all these common dual lands, it's not even that hard. If the draft table doesn't really fight over the duals, you will get enough of the duals then. But I usually didn't want to fight for the duals myself, which is why most of my videos and my drafts, also the unrecorded ones, are mostly like 2-color decks. But it is a fine format, definitely above average. Not my top 5, for instance. I think out of the sets that have been released on Magic Arena, I like Zendikar Rising. It's the best draft format there. Rise of the Eldrazi, by the way, is the best draft format of all sets I have ever played. And Dominaria maybe doesn't. I mean, Dominaria United doesn't go to top 5 of the Magic Arena sets, but it is still a set I could see myself drafting in future when it comes up. I don't do usually quick drafts, so maybe not that, but if it's available in some other way, like a premier draft, I might play this in future. But yeah, that is it. The deck, really not much to say about it. It wasn't very open. I mean, the white red, the best red cards are the Lightning Strike and Battle Hymn, and of course there are a couple of these red kickers, but deck was a little bit mediocre, and 2-1 is a good result, like I said already. Let's claim the prize here, and the next video will be the Brothers War traditional draft. Thank you for watching, and bye bye.